Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be. Hello, my loves. Hello, mamas. Welcome back. I hope everybody had a fantastic Christmas. I hope everybody is in a loving, loved mood. I hope everybody has felt the love all weekend long. I hope everybody spent some amazing time with their families and overall ate too much and experienced joy of some sort. I wish that for you so, so much. Guys, it is, when you guys are seeing this, it'll be Monday. It is Monday. I am feeling very queen of the butterflies. I am feeling like spring. After, I don't know about you guys, but after Christmas, winter just kind of turns into winter. There's nothing else to look forward to. Maybe New Year's Eve, but I'm old and a mother and a wife, and New Year's Eve really isn't anything to me besides maybe an extra glass of wine or two. But that's about it. Don't go anywhere. Really just, you know what I mean? So it's just winter until the sun comes back, and then I can bake myself in the sun and go swimming and enjoy all those fun outdoor things that I so enjoy. But for the moment, we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back hard with a pastel eye look. We're doing a spring dress. We've got butterflies in our hair, and we're ready to talk about some makeup. So I ordered a ton of stuff from BH Cosmetics. They have an insane sale going on right now, ladies and gentlemen. They have a serious sale going on. Guys, really kind of check it out. I don't know how much of it is left. I also know that Morphe has a sale going on. I'll keep you posted. I'll let you know in the comments or the description box below what other sales I can remember. But after Christmas is always a great time to go makeup shopping because stuff just gets cut in half. Everything goes on sale. I am waiting for Makeup Revolution to have their good sale. They have one going on right now, but it's not, everything's still pretty expensive. But around like January or February, they're going to have an amazing sale, and stuff is going to be like $2 or $3 a pop. I cannot wait. So I'm really just kind of holding out and saving for that. I did get a couple things from Morphe, but I got a ton from BH. Their prices are really, really good on some really good makeup. I know this has been a super long intro, but I have a lot of makeup here to talk about. I have 7 palettes. I have 6 eyeshadow palettes and 1 blush palette that I'm really excited to kind of play with. I did use one of these palettes on my eyes today, just in case you're wondering what's on my face. I'll go ahead and talk about that real quick. So for my eyes, for this really beautiful kind of pastel rainbow kind of thing I got going on, I used the Los Angeles, I guess it's the travel, out of the travel series, but this is the Lost in Los Angeles palette. I actually bought this palette off of recommendation of Angelica Nyqvist. I absolutely love her. She's a Swedish YouTuber. She is Swedish, but she is actually in the process of moving to Texas, of all places. But she absolutely loves BH Cosmetics, and this palette in specifically, she adores. She says it's a really, really great pastel palette, and I do have to agree. I wasn't expecting, I love BH Cosmetics. Let's just start there. I love BH Cosmetics. Their formula is fantastic. Their color selections, the way that their palettes are laid out, their price point, everything is fantastic about BH Cosmetics. But I don't want to slip into that trap of just buying things because I want to buy things. And I thought maybe I had like a pastel palette already. I actually do have a pastel palette from Moira Cosmetics, who is also having a sale right now. But I think you should wait on that as well because, again, closer to February, they'll have like a better sale. But I have a Sweet Series palette from Moira Cosmetics. That's a pastel as well. But I just went ahead and got it. I think I paid $6 for this palette, worth every penny. So this is the color story. Really, really gorgeous. I used this really beautiful like purple pastel right here. I used this orange shimmer on my lid. I used this blue shade. I used this mint shade. And then this shimmer is really something kind of special. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you. It is absolutely gorgeous. It is just the prettiest highlight shade. So, so pretty. I have that. Well, I've had my makeup on for about, I want to say 2 hours now, trying to get, you know, ready to film. Lord knows my job is never done. But it's worn really, really well. I did have it on my inner corner, and then there's some on my brow bone as well. I could probably refresh it on my inner corner for you guys real quick, because it is such a pretty shimmer. You don't have to get it wet, but I didn't get it wet, but I would think that if you did get it wet, it would just be absolutely blinding. It is so, so pretty. A really, really beautiful kind of like iridescent pinky champagne color, but it's got like almost like a blue reflect in it. I don't know. I just think it's so, so special. The camera, of course, is not going to do it justice, but it really is a really, really beautiful shade. So this was the Lost in Los Angeles palette. I dug my nail into that one. Don't you hate it when you do that? Just like gouge a brand new eyeshadow palette, and it's just like knife to the heart. But this shade I think is so, so pretty. The shimmers, period, from BH Cosmetics are just absolutely some of the best. Oh, it's just like this kind of strawberry champagne peach. Oh, so pretty. I love shades like that. Anything peach or orange. I'm still sick, by the way. Nothing's changed there. Still sick. I'm getting better, but still there. What was I saying? Anything with this kind of tone that's got that peachy, orangey, gold thing to it really just kind of, it gets me. So really, really gorgeous palette. I highly, highly recommend. Last time I was on the BH Cosmetic website, this was still available and it was still in stock, but if you are into it and would like to, I suggest you go check it out pretty quickly. For my base, so I have had this on again for about 2 hours. It hasn't settled too badly into my forehead wrinkles, but it's not doing much for me in like the hiding department. I mean, as long as it's not exaggerating them, I guess I'm okay. But I think my skin looks good for the most part. Nothing's broken apart. It still looks really good. So I use the Almay Skin Perfecting Comfort Matte Foundation. Now, I don't usually use a matte foundation. I wanted to go more for like a glow, lit from within kind of vibe. So I chose to use a matte foundation and then pile on the highlighter to really give me that 90s kind of vibe, that 90s spring vibe. I don't know, I've just been feeling it lately. So I picked this. I haven't used this in quite a while. It's actually really good. I'm in the shade 140 Cool Bear. It's hypoallergenic, fragrance-free, all-day wear, oil-free. And it works for my dry skin. I mean, I really, really moisturize my base before I put it on, but it works for me. It's been on for quite a while now and it still looks pretty good. I did use my, which one did I use? No, I used my Milani Make It Dewy setting spray, and I think this makes all the difference. This is like the best dewy setting spray at the drugstore. So, so good. I also love my NYX Bear With Me, but I don't think they make this anymore, and this is really, really fantastic. This is dewy. This is not so much dewy, but this just gives you that kind of like dewy youthfulness that I'm always looking for, especially when I wear a matte foundation. This is perfect for it. My #1 dewy spray at the store. So this is the foundation, the Almay Skin Perfecting Comfort Matte Foundation in the shade 140 Cool Bear. I used my e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer in the shade Medium Peach. I used my Wet n Wild contour stick. This is in the shade Where's Walnut. I love this for a contour stick. Super, super creamy. Goes on, not too dark, but it's buildable. You can kind of like build up your intensity. It's really, really nice. I went for something pretty soft and like subtle today and kind of went heavy on the blush, which I'm loving, by the way. For lips, I used the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink. This is a super, super bright pink. It's in the shade 30 Romantic. Really, really good. Pink lip. Doesn't move, doesn't go anywhere. For highlighter today, I used this Hard Candy. This is the Stay Glassy highlighter. Packaging looks really, really cheap, but I think it's pretty too. It looks cheap and intriguing at the same time. I like it. The highlighter in here is actually like a putty highlighter. So if you like press your finger into it, you can kind of like see your fingerprint. So it's best, I find, to use with my finger, but it is so, so beautiful and it's so glassy. It doesn't leave any kind of like cast on the skin, but it is so, so pretty and so, so blinding. It really catches the light. I love it so much. It looks so frosty, which I absolutely adore. And, and I also put a little bit of that highlighter on my lips. just to keep with the icy theme and really just make my lips glow. And then over top of that, I put just a dab of this. So this is the Hard Candy Plumping Serum Lip Gloss. This is in the shade Pink Teddy. And I tell you what, I used this the first time on one of my recent videos, and oh my goodness, I have not set it down since. There is something about this lip gloss that I just really, really enjoy. I love the color. I love the way it feels on my lips. It's like minty, but not painful. It's like, it's not sticky, but it's long wearing. It's really, really nice. I like this lip gloss a lot. Really, really good. And I love the color. It goes with everything. It's just a really, really pretty, very, very light, milky pink color. So good. So good. I love it so, so much. So now that we've got my face out of the way, let's get into some of this makeup that I bought. I am so excited because y'all know shopping is like a game to me, okay? I will win whatever it takes. I will hunt down the sale. I will find it and I will make it my lady. I love a good sale. It's like I'm hunting prey. You know what I mean? So, so good. And not only that, but it's so much better when you can get really, really good stuff, like stuff that you really, really like for a really great price. I love it. So I actually kept my tracking slip so that I could go over what I got with you guys. It does it say the prices? I was hoping it said the prices. Boo. Okay, well, it don't say the prices, but I think I can remember, kind of. Okay, so the first thing we're going to go through is this bad boy. So I have seen this on their website for quite a while, and it was always pretty expensive, like $8. And I didn't know if I was going to be able to like really use everything in the palette, which is the only reason I don't buy like face palettes very often. It's because I don't want to spend money on something that I'm not going to use all of. Like a lot of times, like face palettes or like contour or bronzer palettes, I can only use like one, maybe two shades out of the palette, and then the rest of it goes to waste. And I hate to do that. But with this palette, I really thought that all the shades in here were so, so pretty, and I'm glad that I hopped on it. I think that I paid $3.50 for this, maybe less, but it definitely was not more than $3.50 for 4 shades of blush. This is the Chocolate Orange Truffle Blush Palette. First of all, the packaging is so, so pretty. It's gold with this really beautiful, like orange peachy kind of label on it. So, so gorgeous. You actually get a mirror in here, which is really nice as well. And you get 4 shades of really beautiful peachy blushes. I will use every single shade of blush in this palette. I am so, so happy that I finally jumped on this. I love them. I will swatch a couple of them for you. I can't swatch everything because if I do, we're going to be here literally all night. But those are the 2 bottom shades, these 2, that I just swatched. And they're so, so beautiful. They're so pigmented. They're just gorgeous. They feel really nice. They feel like very smooth, almost velvety, like on your finger. It means they're going to blend like crazy. I cannot wait to try these. I actually should have tried this today, but I didn't think about it. So super, super excited about that. The next thing I got was, let's go ahead and finish out the travel series. So I have Paris, Hawaii. I have Paris, Hawaii, Tokyo, Los Angeles, and Puerto Rico in the travel series. I think that's all the ones that I have in the travel series. I think I might have one more, but I'm not positive. Anyway, I have most of the travel series, and I got to tell you, they are so, so beautiful. I love each and every palette that I have. This is the Puerto Rico. This is Party in Puerto Rico 16 shade color palette. This one is more of like an orange yellow color story. So pretty. Oh my gosh. Orange. Need I say more? You guys know that orange eyeshadow is like my favorite thing on the planet, and this is full of them. You've got orange mattes, you've got orange shimmers, you've got really, really beautiful like orange coppery metallic shades. You've got a really, really gorgeous red metallic in here that is to die for. I will swatch that for you. The mattes are beautiful. The shimmers are like fantastic. Just really, really great formula. Guys, you cannot beat these palettes. They are so, so pretty. So those are 2 of the shimmers. This is that red shimmer. And then this is more of like a pinky red. It's not burgundy and it's not quite maroon. It's like a pinky toned red. It's so, so gorgeous. Almost a berry color, I guess. But this one is so, so pretty. It is a bright, I know it looks fairly orange on my on my camera. And you know what it might be? I'm colorblind sometimes, so it might be orange. But to me, in my light right now, it looks like a really beautiful red shimmer. It is so, so gorgeous. I love this palette. I will do this matte and this matte for you guys real quick, just so you can see how beautifully pigmented the matte shades are. That's with one pass. Beautiful, beautiful, like gorgeous carrot orange color. So, so pretty. Let's do this darker one here. This color story just does it for me. It is so, so gorgeous. I cannot wait to put this on my eye and wear it all summer long. I know. Could you imagine the sunset eye you could do with this palette? Oh my goodness. One more shimmer just because. Oh, okay. So, so pretty. So that's Party in Puerto Rico. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. I also got one more of the, the food palettes. So I have Tasty Avocado or Avocado Toast. I think that's the only other food palette that I have, which I absolutely love. It's a really beautiful, like, grungy green and teal color story. So, so gorgeous. Half neutral, half green. Really, really pretty color story. Super easy to use. And they took green and made it very, very wearable by muting it down. Really, really pretty. But this is the Blueberry Muffin palette. Now, I have heard nothing but wonderful things about this palette since it was released. Again, I heard about this from Angelica Nickfist. She loves this palette. This was her absolute favorite palette until the Paris came out. And of course, I bought the Paris on her recommendation as well. She does very wearable eye looks, but she's not afraid of color either, which I love. I love, love, love. And she really knows her stuff when it comes to, eyeshadow. Anyway, she said that this was really, really good. So I, of course, picked it up as soon as it was at a price that I was pretty comfortable with. I think I paid closer to $7 for this, but still a $7 palette. I mean, it's gorgeous and I would pay it over and over and over again. I do want to swatch a couple of the shimmers in here just because I think they're so, so beautiful. You have a couple of really beautiful shades in here. I am very excited about this shade right here. This looks like a very beautiful kind of like real silver, like really light silver color. And if you guys have been watching my recent videos, you guys will know that I have been on the hunt for a good silver eyeshadow. I am still on the hunt. I'm looking for something that really looks like melted metal on my eyelid. I'm just looking for that one right silver. And I haven't found it yet, but I'm hoping this one is going to do it for me. And of course, that is very, very beautiful, but it's more white than what I'm looking for. I'm looking for something that really, really looks silver. This is absolutely beautiful, but it is a very, very, very pale silver, and I'm looking for something that's just a little bit darker, but that's a gorgeous, gorgeous shade. I could see that all over the lid. I could see that as a highlight. You could do so much with that shade. Really, really gorgeous. That was Hot and Fresh. Let's go into this really beautiful blue. Metallic. That's gorgeous. That's almost like a blueberry. It's a blueberry color. It's a blueberry shimmer, but it's got almost like a dark base to it. So it's got almost like a darker, almost black reflect to it. That is really, really stunning. Also, they have a black matte in here with teeny tiny little micro glitters in it. I don't know if that's appearing on my camera the way that it does in real life, but there are the tiniest little blue and pink glitters in that black shadow. It is absolutely gorgeous. I cannot wait to play with that as well. Really, really beautiful palette. I like that you've got some really pretty light kind of matte shades in here that you could use for transitions. This is just a really well thought out and well put together palette. I just feel like you look at this and it makes blue wearable. I mean, you can look at it and not be terrified that it's a blue palette, especially for a beginner. I think it's so, so smart. I love this palette. The next one we have to talk about are a couple of palettes from the Say It collection. Now, I think there are 4 or 5 palettes in all in the Say It collection. I purchased 4 of them. 2 of them have not gotten here yet. I have another order that's on its way, just hasn't gotten here. Hopefully this week sometimes so I can go ahead and do another video for you guys on that. But for right now, I have 2 of them. I have the Love You, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry, guys. Cough medicine is getting to me. Love You Low-Key. So the only thing I think that's weird about these palettes is that they open weird. Like, it says love you low-key like this, but then it opens like this. It like opens down. So it almost feels to me like the love you low-key is written upside down. If you have this palette, is yours like this? Like, did I get like a defective one? Because both of them are like that. And I just think it's so odd that it would open that way. Anyway, very, very tiny, minuscule detail. But the actual color story is very, very pretty. Of course, you get a nice little mirror. I like that these palettes fold backward, so it just makes it easier to hold them and really use them. And then they don't take quite as much room up on your vanity, so you can like pile more stuff on there. Because I know I always run out of room when I'm doing my makeup. But this is the color story. It is a very, very beautiful red and pink, peachy kind of color story. It's like red and peach, and I think it's so, so pretty. I guess that's red and pink, but to me it's more peach mauve than it is anything else. And then I love the gold shadows in here. So, so gorgeous. This red right in the center, oh, it is as close to a true crimson as I have ever seen in my life. You guys, if you guys have been watching, you will know that I have been on the quest for a true crimson shadow as well, and I think this may have done it. It is a beautiful, beautiful, true red. Now, seeing this and then seeing this really makes me think that this is orange. So I feel like that's an orange, like a dark red orange shimmer, but this is like a true crimson color. I am so happy, so happy. I almost didn't get these, but then they went on sale and they're $5 a piece. Y'all, if you can, if there are any left, y'all need to go pick these up. I am telling you, the quality of these shimmers is even better than the blueberry shimmers. It is even better. They're wet. They're not chunky in any way, but they are so metallic. They're so good. I am going to swatch a couple of them for you, but the mattes in here are super, super beautiful as well. They are buttery. They are smooth. They are very, very like soft. They're so, so good. Really, really gorgeous. I love this color story. Super wearable as well. Really approachable. I think that's what's the best thing about a 9-pan palette is it's so approachable. There's not so much there that like you kind of lose kind of like your idea and kind of lose yourself because you don't know where to start. But then there's enough there for you not to get bored. Because like sometimes if I look at a quad or like a 3-pan palette, it doesn't do it for me the way that a 9-pan does. I feel like with a 9-pan, I have options. I have choices. And with a 3-pan or a quad, I just feel like it's already laid out for you and it's like they're telling you what you have to wear. But with this, I feel like I can use my creativity a little bit better. So I love that about this. I am definitely going to swatch this shade and this shade. This is just really beautiful gold. But these two shimmers, I think are so, so special. So this one is a really beautiful peachy pink shimmer. It is titled 143. It is so stunning. It is the lightest, softest, babyest peach I have ever seen in my life. It is so, so gorgeous. I would have bought this palette for $5 just for that one shade. I would do it again over and over and over again. It is such a beautiful shade. And then you've got this kind of like deeper kind of gunmetal bronze that I think is so special as well. They're so richly pigmented. They literally look like melted metal. They're so gorgeous. I think, oh, BH Cosmetics just does it for me, guys. And their price point, babies. Oh, okay. So that was the Low Key Love You palette. So good. Chef's kiss. The next one is Optimistic AF. Cute. Super cute. Again, this is very, very neutral for me. I don't usually go for palettes this neutral, but I gotta tell you, I saw that bright orange matte and that bright yellow matte, and it just was like, oh. And not only that, but it's a matte heavy palette. There's only 2 shimmers in here. I feel like this one is even easier to use because it's just, it's right there. I can look at this palette and know exactly what I want to do with it. They are go-to tones for me. It is a really beautiful warm tone palette. I love that there's a matte white in here. I love that you've got a really bright gold shimmer, and then you've got more of like a kind of orangey coppery shimmer. I think the choices for the shimmers were absolutely perfect. I love the bright orange in here. I just love everything about this palette. I don't even need to swatch it. They really look like this in the swatches. Like, exactly. They transfer to the eye just like they are in the pan. They are so, so gorgeous. Really just like a quintessential neutral, warm, neutral palette. So, so gorgeous. With a pop because you've got that bright orange in there. The next and final one that I'm going to talk to, ooh, we got through this quick, guys. The last one I have to talk to you about is the Absinthe palette. Now, I also ordered the purple one and the red one, or the blue one. I ordered 2 more. They're coming. They're not here yet. But the first one I ordered was the green. Now, the reason that I ordered this one, because I almost didn't order this one either. But I believe it was on sale for $6, maybe $7, wasn't more than that. But it was on sale. And I have a ton of like bright electric green mattes, but I don't have any green shimmers. And the ones that I do are like really, really like, silvery or like really, really golden, or they're either like not, they're too dark. I just didn't have a good like rounded green shimmer collection. And this one is full of them. You've got 3 mattes and 6 shimmers. So your 3 mattes are down here. And then you've got 6 beautiful, beautiful green shimmers. They are fully foiled. They are that really great, amazing BH texture. They're so stunning. I love that you've got a deep, a mid, and a light green matte, which gives you so many possibilities. You have a crease, you have a lid, you have a highlight, you have everything you need to do an all matte, and then you have every shimmer in the world to change that matte look up. Like, you can, when you build with mattes, you can take a shimmer and completely change the entire eye look, just about what shimmer you choose and where you place it. I think that's what's so special about makeup, is it can be so many things. Just, oh, I love makeup. I love makeup. And I love this palette. I absolutely adore this palette. I am going to swatch quite a few of these. This is that really, really bright, kind of like lime shimmer. Look at that. That is so stunning. That almost looks like a duochrome. It almost looks like it's glowing. It's so beautiful. I love this. This is a really beautiful, bright lime green shimmer, but it's got a golden undertone to it, like a golden reflect to it. That is so gorgeous. I absolutely adore it. And then you've also got this really beautiful, deep, dark green. It's almost teal. It's almost got that really beautiful foresty blue undertone to it. I love the contrast between these 2 shimmers. And then you've got a couple of really, really beautiful mid-tone green shimmers. You've got Urban Legend, The Goblin, and Green Fairy. So this was Legend, Goblin, and Fairy. So Legend, Goblin, and Fairy. And I love that the tones, because this palette is all about the shimmers. I love that they give you so many different tones. I love that the shimmers don't look too much like one another. That was what I was scared of, as I was scared it was just going to be a palette full of the same color, but it's totally not. The shimmers and the colors of the shimmers are so, they're different enough to really be their own colors, and I think it's so pretty. My absolute favorite shimmer in this whole palette is this absolutely, I just love, it's like a pastel green shimmer. That's exactly what it is. And I think it's so special. It's so beautiful. I will say that this one is just a tiny bit more powdery. It seems drier than the other formulas, and I'm not sure why. It's just not quite, like even on the finger, like you can see what that one looks like, but then compared to this darker one, I don't know if you guys can see it on camera, but this one is fluffier somehow than this one is. I don't know. I mean, they're both really, really beautiful, but it just seems drier to me. It's still an absolutely beautiful color. It's a different formula for sure. It's more powdery. It's not quite as like punch in your face. And see how it shears out. I almost feel like if you were being like really, really bold, you could use this as like a highlighter on your face and go for something really, really dramatic, and it'd be super cool. I think I'm going to try it. Anyway, guys, that is my BH Cosmetics haul. Those are all 7 palettes that I bought. Which one was your favorite? I would love to know. Please let me know in the comments below. I will go ahead and list all of these palettes in the description box below, along with ways to contact me and my link to my Facebook page, Makeup for the Everyday Mama. If you guys would like to head on over there and check me out, I would really, really appreciate your support. I post a lot of looks over there that I don't post here. So definitely, if you're into my makeup, go check me out. And don't forget to like and subscribe before you leave, guys. I love you so, so much. Thank you for hanging out with me. I love doing these videos, and I love sharing all this new makeup with you guys. You guys make it so much more fun. As always, no filters, no edits, no fancy lighting. It's just me sitting in front of my camera, butterfly clips and all, doing my makeup, hoping you guys are liking what I'm doing. I never, ever, ever use any edits or filters. I promise what you see is what you get. Guys, I know your time is so, so important, and I'm so thankful that you choose to spend it with me. You guys will never know how much it really means to me. I love you so, so much. Stay safe, take care of yourselves, and remember, you're important. Bye.